I will find. I long to see that dear old home as memories fill my mind. I'll wander down the friendly street, I'll climb the castle grey, to view the gorse-bright fields around the lovely Dundrum Bay.
The village of Dundrum, nestling at the foothills of the County Down drumlins as they sweep to the sea. It's been a settlement for centuries, its harbour and strategic position being recognised by the Normans in the 12th century.
Beside my Dundrum home.
For many travelling from Downpatrick in the north, it offers perhaps the most spectacular view on these islands. In 2009, the GAA celebrated 125 years as an organisation, calling on the clubs around the country and the world to celebrate. Dundrum Gaelic Club took the opportunity with both hands and saw the chance to celebrate their own achievements. This is their story, full of triumph and tragedy. In 1933, local man Paddy Fitzpatrick loaned a field on the nearby Mount Panther estate for a local schoolboy team from the village to play.
I had got a lot of the boys together and had a meeting in Wards Gateway. However, what we'd do, starting a team, a junior team. And the first thing I done, I went up to Father Marmin then to get his permission to start the game. Yes. I thought like I would do it right that way. So he said to me, well, he said that would be all right, but he says, I hope there's no outsiders on it. No, so it'll be inside the parish anyway. And he said, well, that'd be all right. So that was okay. And I come away pleased as punch. But the only thing I forgot was, I was intending lifting a collection up around the village, and I thought I'd have his name on the top of it. But I was that much pleased with him giving this permission that I forgot the collection. And I didn't like to go back there. And the next thing we done went rounding up the village. The very first man was P.J. Fitzpatrick, God rest him, he's dead.
P.J. Fitzpatrick, that would be now where Pascal Flynn is.
That's correct.
Ah, yes, yes.
Well, he gave me half a crown.
2 and 6.
And James Murray, he lived up the village a bit. He gave me half a crown.
James Murray, where did he live?
Well, James Murray lived at the foot of the school hill. He lived there, the old people will remember him well. Then, when John Turney, that was Master Turney, had the charge of the football, the school team.
Yes.
And he gave me half a crown. W.P. Glavin, he gave me half a crown. And then with Mr. McClaverty, 2 shillings. He had the pub, corner.
Yes, yes.
And the next man was Sean T. McKenna. He had his own name down here, he wrote it down himself in Gaelic. And it was John McKenna.
John McKenna.
Tommy McGee, he gave me 6pence. And Barney Duffy, he gave me 6pence. He was a barman in McClaverty's. Then you had another Mr. Murray, Mr. J. Murray. Now, at first, Mr. Murray he had a pub.
Was that
James Murray had a pub.
Is that where his shop is now?
No, it was the central bar was, front of the railway gates. Then this Mr. Murray here, he lived up the foot of the school hill. Well, then we had James Flynn. He was Coast Guard here at that time.
Would that be a father of one of those players?
He's a father of the boy on the schoolboy team.
The schoolboys team.
John, that's correct. Aye. And then we had, well, Dr. Crummy must have been in Dundrum that day. That was his dispensary day. Yes. And I tackled him, and he gave me half a crown too. The old people remember.
Anything unusual about Dr. Crummy now, Billy? Was he a Gaelic man himself? Or?
Oh, not at all, no. I tell you the truth, he dug with the wrong foot, but that didn't matter. I got a half a crown off him anyway. And then the next man was...
Going a good cause.
Patrick Savage.
Patrick Savage.
He owned the pub up this town. Sure, Father John.
Father?
Grandfather.
Grandfather?
Oh, yes, yes. Father, wait a minute. Oh, I'm wrong. Get mixed up a bit there. No, that was Father Sean's father.
Yes, yes.
Now, the small brothers in Clapham, everybody knew who they were. There's a half crown. And old Vincent Murray got arrested. He's 5 bob.
Top of the list.
Well, now, because we hired his cards,
He was obliged to pay more than others.
That's correct.
He knew he was going to get it back.
That. Well, Paddy Fitzpatrick again. Mount Pan. No, that's. Where do we see now? Where do we get this right now?
Mrs. P. Fitzpatrick, is it?
Well, there's this collection there. The remainder of this collection there. Where I see where it is. There's an old book, you know, where I had a great file. There's a twopenny book. Well, then, here it is here. Mr. P. Fitzpatrick, shilling. Edward Hagan, clock, shilling. Mr. Michael Killen.
Was that Edward Hagan, was he any relation to that George Hagan that played on that schoolboy team?
It was him that played on it. It's him that played on it.
Oh, it was him that played on it?
Aye, he could give a bob anyhow. Mr. Michael Killen of Mount Panther. That's for our Master Killen's
son.
Father. Aye, you're right.
Yes.
That's right, son.
Son two now at the moment.
Well, and then we had Mr. J. Conway. He lived down the Coast Guard station. He gave a bob. And Tommy Bond Clock a bob. And Mrs. Reddington down the Coast Guard station at that time, a bob. Arthur McLennan, 106. And John McGreevy, 106. Now that total came to 117 and 6.
Was that John McGreevy, the father of Paddy that was playing?
Paddy McGreevy, yes, that's correct. That came to 117 and 6.
That was a lot of money then, Billy.
That was a brave lot. We'll tell you what I'd pay out of that now here. They were down this early book. We entered the fee into the Downpatrick League, well I call it the league, or the junior league I think.
1934, 35.
And we went to Connacht Hall for the meetings. Father Luke was the chairman at that time.
He was the county chairman at that time?
Well, he was the East Down League.
East Down chairman?
Of the East Down League.
You don't know who the county board chairman was then?
I can't remember that, unless it had a brother at that time. I don't know. Well, anyhow, enter three into that thing, it was a pound. It was giving you wee notes.
It wouldn't have been, the county chairman that time wouldn't have been King, would it?
John Henry King. No.
Newcastle.
Can't remember that now. I wasn't interested too much in that.
Oh, the higher.
No, you see, I was in the lower side. Well, then we had Downpatrick League was a pound interest fee into that Down League, East Down League. And the referees then were paid. This is what carry on. 1 and 3 we had to pay for the referee.
1 and 3.
1 and 3. That's our money, you know. And the cars to Downpatrick then cost 16 bob. Hired from Vincent Murray.
So Vincent was already getting his money back.
Well, we had to get that whole team into that car. That was goodbye.
Goodbye.
Later anyway, my mother. Cars, Loughlin Island was 14 bob, and repairs of football was Tanner. Well, that was a puncture. Somebody punctured her anyway. And then the affiliation fees, 12 and 6, that was the junior league.
The junior league.
And well, then there was a whole list of referees, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, and all down there. And then that carried on till there was I had a funny thing here. There was August 35, there was a junior championship match at Ballykin, Dundrum v Clonvar. And the referee was, I take that to be Paddy Barry. Mr. Barry, I doubt. And I suppose the old ones will know who Paddy Barry was. And his fee was a bit higher because he had to come from Strabber, whoever it was, you know.
Yes.
And it was 25 bob.
25 bob?
Oh, aye, for coming that different dog. But we hadn't enough money. We gave him 13 a dollar. And God rest him, I don't think he's ever paid. That's right, too.
Billy Cunningham, much beloved among members of the club, as much for his sense of fun as his dedication to the club.